Hi everyone. So I'm back to do a hair cutting tutorial for you. I did the Mickie cut and it got right now it's over 18 million views. Now we're going to do the Mickie trim. So if you have similar hair to me, long, straight, thin hair, this will be a perfect do-it-yourself haircut that you can do at home to trim your hair really beautifully. I always wanted to reshoot how to beautifully cut your hair, that video that I made. So this is part 2, and instead of a cut, we're doing a trim. So there won't be measuring in this one, but it works beautifully and I love it. So let's get started. So the tools that I recommend: hair shears. Now I wanted to point out the difference because people get confused. They think these are scissors. Kitchen scissors. These are not kitchen scissors. These are hair shears. I bought them at Sally Beauty Salon and Sally Beauty Supply, and I believe they're about $17. They're very reasonably priced. They're extremely sharp and they cut really, really well. I love them. These are kitchen or paper office scissors. See the difference? You want to use something like this. This is what I recommend for you to use for the best results in cutting your own hair. These can get the job done, but it might look more like a hack job, to be honest. This is what you want. I got a brush and a hair tie, and that's all you need to do this simple hair trim. Let's get started. The best way to trim your hair successfully is to just to trim the ends, so a ½ inch or so off. If you want to give yourself more of a cut and take more off, start with a little bit and then look at it, and then if you want to take more off, take off a little bit more, and then look at it and take off a little bit more. This is the safe way of giving yourself a nice hair trim. Now, if you take off, if your goal is to take off 5 inches and you cut that off and then you look at it and you don't really like it, you can't really do anything about it. So I recommend that you start with little bits at a time until you get to the proper length that you desire. I start this haircut or hair trim by having clean, freshly washed, blow dried, and then flat ironed hair. People always ask me, does my hair have to be dry? Why does it have to be dry? Well, you are not a professional hairstylist. You are not used to cutting your hair wet. You're used to having your hair cut wet when you go to a salon, but they're professionals and they know something that you probably don't know, which is when hair is wet, it stretches. So if you were to cut your hair wet at home and you only wanted to cut 1 inch off, when your hair dries, it's more like cutting 3 inches off. Okay, so probably not that drastic, but it's going to be shorter than what you wanted. By cutting your hair when it's dry, you know exactly how much you're taking off and what it's going to look like when you wear your hair. So it's perfect for do it at home. I like to flat iron my hair because when I wear my hair down, I flat iron it. So this is the way I'm wearing it, so I know when I cut it, it's going to look exactly how I cut. There's not going to be much change to it. It's also a great safety measure to cut your hair when it's dry instead of wet. It's just a safe thing to do so you won't be disappointed by accidentally cutting off too much of your hair. This is what my hair looks like before I started. Let's cut some hair. We're going to start, there's only 3 simple steps. So if you follow these instructions, you will have a successful haircut. So let's start by pulling all the hair together in a ponytail on the top of the head. The goal is to put the ponytail literally right here on the hairline. You see that? Right there. You don't want to put the ponytail here or put the ponytail too far down on the head. You will have an uneven cut. So the key to this part is getting all the hair smooth on the scalp and getting all the tangles out. You want your hair to be nice and brushed out, okay? Okay, so we're going to take our hair tie and we're going to put it right there. See, that's good. See that? So there's the top of my hairline right there, and that's exactly where that hair tie is going to go. That's perfect, okay? I think that's good. Now you want to take the hair tie and push it back against the scalp like this to make it nice and secure against your head. See how that is? And you want the hair tie to go right and straight with your nose to make a straight cut, okay? So it's nice and even. So my hair is nice and smooth. I don't feel any bumps or anything in my hair. I brushed it out really well. The hair tie is right in the center of the nose. We're ready to cut. Again, you want to make sure your ponytail is nice and brushed out. You don't want to have any tangles or knots in there. You want to make sure it's nice and smooth. Now, this is another big deal when making this haircut. The angle that you hold your ponytail is huge. The way we're going to do this is hold it straight up, just like this. If you have bangs and your bangs are shorter, put them in the ponytail. If you're worried that you're going to cut your bangs, if your hair is a lot shorter than mine is, and your bangs might get mixed in with your hair in the ponytail, leave your bangs out if you're scared that they might get cut. Does that make sense? Leave them out of the ponytail. Okay, so we're going to extend this up. I'm going to brush it one more time. My hair has little layers in it, so that's why it's falling a little, and that's fine. So I'm going to take it like that. I'm going to cut that. I'm going to cut that much off, just like that. So I'm going to take my hair shears and I'm going to cut below my finger. The important thing is to cut straight across and try to hold it straight. Okay, ready? And it's that simple. I just cut my hair. Took off about 1 inch, it looks like. Oh, a good inch. Okay, that's it. Now, the last step. We're going to hold the hair straight out in front of our face, right like this, right in front of my eyes, right at my eyesight. And I'm going to do what they call point cutting. Now, why am I going to do this? Because as you can see, the scissor makes little marks in the hair, and this just makes the hair look more smooth and more professional looking, actually. That's why I like to do it. I feel like I'm doing something a little bit professional. So just want to hold about that much of the hair, and we're just going to go straight up and do little cuts like this. People say, will this give you split ends? And the answer to that is no. We just cut your split ends off. This isn't going to give you split ends. For this to give you split ends, the scissors would have to cut right in the center of a strand of hair. That's like next to impossible. This is just going to soften the tips so you don't have like this straight edged haircut. And that's it. That's all I'm doing. See that? That is so pretty. And that's it. I'm done. I'm going to take my ponytail out. Give it a nice flip. We're going to brush it out. And then I'm going to show you the before and the after. Let's compare the two photos, the before and after, together. I hope you enjoyed this video and learned how to trim your own hair and save that money. Linked below are more of my haircut and hair care videos, including my requested hair care routine and tips, how to cut men's hair, hair extensions review, going lavender at the salon, and my most popular hair video with over 18 million views currently, and the prequel to this video, how to beautifully cut your own hair. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.